Cassie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here just to update you on my October accomplishments or lack thereof and my November goals. So I can't remember if I mentioned this in a previous video or not, but I know that I definitely explained it in my newsletter, so I just wanted to clear things up because my goals for November have completely changed. Originally, what I was really hoping to accomplish is I was hoping to finish the first draft of Broken Together, which is the sequel I'm working on. It's a sequel to my debut novel, Keep No Record. And I was really hoping to finish that by the end of October so that when November hit, I would have a new project to work on for NaNoWriMo. However, I started to realize that in order to do that, I was basically going to be doing NaNoWriMo twice, which is insane. For those of you who don't know what NaNoWriMo is, because I certainly didn't like a couple months ago, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month, and basically it's just this big community event that people all over the world participate in, not just author tubers, but like anybody out there who wants to write a novel, and it's pretty much just a challenge to yourself to try to write a 50,000 word novel in the month of November. Now, I am a little bit wary of the whole idea of NaNoWriMo. Actually, when I first heard of it, I was like, I definitely don't want to do that. It's just not my thing. The first reason why is because I really like the whole brainstorming, daydreaming, drafting process. I kind of like to linger in that process, and I don't know if I really want that whole process to be over in 30 days. So I wasn't really sure with, my new project that I'm going to be working on after I finish this sequel. I didn't know if I really wanted it to be over that soon, I didn't know if I wanted to write it that quickly and then that whole process would just be done, and I don't know, I kind of just want to like hang out with my story for longer than that. There are also like a lot of other things about NaNoWriMo that I think could be dangerous if you just don't do it in a correct way, which can kind of be said of anything, I mean, especially AuthorTube as well. There are just things about like the competition aspect of it and trying to force yourself to hit a certain word count and it's a little stressful. The whole idea of writing a 50,000 word novel in a month is like kind of insane to most people, and a lot of that can be too much and not necessarily very wise for your creativity and your process if you don't give yourself a little bit of a break. Like if you are way too hard on yourself and you have to reach this 50,000 word goal or you're gonna be so upset and so disappointed, then I think that maybe it's not the best idea for you, especially if you're not generally a fast writer, because for some people writing a book in a month is like nothing. They do it all the time, and for other people it's like takes them years to finish a first draft, and that is totally okay. And I think there is some danger with the whole NaNoWriMo thing in almost teaching people that it's not okay for you to be a slow writer, or that it's better if you finish it faster, and that's definitely not the case. Another thing I think people really need to keep in mind with NaNoWriMo is that this is going to be very much a rough first draft if you're writing it in 30 days. And for some people, that's just not how they write. And that's kind of how I work, I think, as well. Like, I am a bit of a perfectionist, so my first drafts are not usually super rough. Like, I don't really... I do spend a lot more time on making sure everything's really good and right, even the first time around, which means it takes me longer to finish a first draft, but my first draft might be a little bit better than other people's first drafts. Whereas sometimes if you just write something really fast, you'll have a good first draft, and that's great. As they say, you can edit a rough draft, but you can't edit an empty page. empty page, a blank page. So having something to work with is better than nothing, and you can still improve it and make it better. No one even ever has to see your first draft. No matter how rough it is, it's still good. But there are a lot of people who just don't really work that way, so I think the idea of trying to write a 50,000 word novel in a month is like really overwhelming for them, those kinds of people, because they're not thinking of it like this is gonna be really rough. They're like, how am I gonna make this perfect in 30 days? And the answer is you can't. It's not gonna be perfect in 30 days. It's going to be a very rough start that will give you kind of a good overall story to work with, and then you move on from there and keep working on it. So anyway, there were definitely a lot of things about the whole idea of NaNoWriMo that I wasn't sure if I really liked and wanted to participate in, but it is a really fun community event, and I'm enjoying being a part of AuthorTube and the community here, and I really want to be involved in these kinds of things so that, you know, I mean, it's nice to have content out there that's relevant, and you know, a lot of people I'm sure are going to be posting NaNoWriMo vlogs and stuff, and I just kind of wanted to be a part of it. Even if it doesn't work out well and I never do it again, I just wanted to give it a shot at least once. But that being said, my whole plan of like finishing my first draft of Broken Together so I could start something new in November was absolutely insane. Especially because October was crazy busy for me. Like my October goals, as I said, lack thereof, everything that I accomplished in October was basically nothing. I've basically taken a break from writing at all, and I haven't really read anything either. I've listened to a couple audiobooks, but I'm just doing pretty much nothing this month to kind of relax and chill for a bit before November hits, because I've had a lot going on. So that's just how it worked out for me. And so in light of that, I have changed my November goals. So for NaNoWriMo, instead of starting a new project, I am making the goal that I want to finish the first draft of Broken Together, which is the sequel to my debut novel, Keep No Record. I want to finish that by the end of the month of November. Now, here's the thing. I don't know for sure because I don't usually like set my goals through word counts. I set them through like chapter counts. I would say I'm about halfway through, maybe a little more than halfway through the first draft. So I don't think I have 50,000 words left to write. I'm pretty sure by the time I finish this first draft, I will not have met the 50,000 word NaNoWriMo official goal. Now, of course, NaNoWriMo, I mean, you can make it your own. Like, I could just stop at the end of finishing my book and say, woohoo, I won, I did it, I completed my goal, even though it wasn't the goal of NaNoWriMo as a whole. But I do also have another project that I'm working on as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hopefully, if I meet my goals, I am going to finish the first draft of Broken Together, and then whatever word count I'm at, whether it's 30,000 words, 40,000 words, I will just do the remainder of those words with my other project. I said that really stupidly, but I think you know what I mean, right? If I finish the first draft of Broken Together and it took me 40,000 words to do that, then I will write 10,000 words on my other project. If I can do it. I really don't have like super high hopes for winning NaNoWriMo this year. I'm not gonna be very hard on myself because I don't want to kill my creativity in that way, and that it just doesn't work for me when I'm too hard on myself. So, but we'll see how it goes, and it'll be fun, which is the most important aspect of all of this, is to have fun, because I am not a career author. This is not how I make a living. This is just something I'm doing for myself, for enjoyment. So if I'm not enjoying it anymore, then what's the point of even doing it? So yeah, that is my NaNoWriMo project I'm going to be working on. Basically the same thing I've been working on for the last several months to a year. I'm just hoping to actually finish it by the end of November. And it worked out really well for me actually, because as I said before, with a brand new project, I don't know if I want to finish it in 30 days because that's too short and then it'll be over and that's kind of sad. But with this project, since I've been working on it for so long, I am so ready to be finished. Not that I'm not excited about it, I love this story, it's just like, I've already spent enough time with it, now I just need to actually sit down and freaking write the dang thing. So that's what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna freaking write the dang thing and hopefully finish it by the end of November, which is really exciting because I've been working on this book for a very long time and very slowly, and I feel like I finally have a really good outline and a really good plan, and I just need to actually like force myself to write. So NaNoWriMo kind of came at a great time for me because right now I actually really need some structure and like a reason, an extra reason to force myself to sit down and do the work even when I don't feel like it. So maybe NaNoWriMo will be the perfect motivation for me. We shall see. So yeah, that is basically all I had to say today. This is kind of a different video. I'm just updating you on my goals. I don't usually do videos for that because it just feels like a little boring, I guess. But also, I should mention that next month, because of NaNoWriMo, my video schedule is going to be very different. Usually I post videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Usually Tuesday's videos are like a short tip, like writing advice kind of thing, and then Thursday's videos are something else, like a writing tag or something like this, or a vlog or something. But for the month of November, since I'm going to be so busy with NaNoWriMo, and because, you know, it's relevant at the time, I want to do some vlogs each week for my current progress. I'm gonna just vlog every day as I'm writing, and you know how vlogs work. You've been around the block, you get it. So anyway, that is what I'm gonna be doing for the month of November. I'm not sure exactly yet what day I will be uploading those vlogs, but there will be at least 4, maybe 5 of them in the month, and then in the month of December, I'm assuming my schedule will kind of go back to how it is now. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is that in the month of January, hopefully, this is the tentative plan, in the month of January, I'm going to upload, that's not the right word. I'm going to create a Patreon account. So for those of you who don't know, Patreon is basically a thing where you can pay creators for their creations. Either you can just do it out of the goodness of your heart because you like their content and you want them to have some money for it, or also most creators have a reward system in place that, you know, the rewards get better the higher up you go, the more you pay them per month, the better the rewards are. And I've kind of figured out a good reward tier system, which I'm not going to talk about yet, but once it's finalized and ready, I will announce all of that. So just be thinking about that, and if there are any rewards that you can think of, like maybe you're watching my stuff and you're like, oh, I really like when she does this kind of video, or I wish she would do this more, or a video on this topic, or whatever. Anything that you can think of that you would want to see from me, maybe as a Patreon reward or just as a video in the future, please let me know in the comments below, because I am currently trying to polish all of that and get it together for January once things kind of slow down after the holidays and everything. Another fun thing I have coming up, I don't know when, but again, probably after the holidays and everything, I really want to start doing some more in-depth studies of like good books, or even maybe good movies, but I think I'll try to start with books. And I want to go through and really analyze these stories that are good and what makes them good, and boil it down to the little details, kind of reverse engineer the plots back to an outline to see what an outline for that story would have looked like, because I think that would be a really good learning experience for me, like actually doing that, and also for anyone watching to see kind of what goes into creating such a good story. I know for sure that I'm going to be starting with the Hunger Games series. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole series or just the first book. We'll see. But I know I'm going to start with that. So if you have any other book suggestions that you'd like for me to read and analyze and film, like step by step, breaking down the plots and all that jazz that I just said, let me know those in the comments below as well, because I would love some more recommendations. I think that is it for this video. I don't really have any reading goals for November, just like I didn't have any reading goals for October, because I'm going to be really busy with NaNoWriMo, and I was really busy this month. So, but I am still working my way through the Dexter series on audio, and I am currently taking a break from Dexter to listen to The Hate You Give on audio, because I haven't read that book yet, and I really wanted to, and I want to finish it before, well, not before the movie comes out, because the movie's already out, but I want to finish it before I see the movie, so I want to get that done quickly so that maybe next weekend I can go see the movie and see how they compare. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to follow me on my NaNoWriMo journey next month, subscribe below and you can see all of my vlogs as they come up whenever I decide to upload them. And you can stay tuned in the next couple months for hopefully some kind of different content. I'm getting some more ideas of, this month has been really good for that, because I haven't been writing intentionally and I haven't really been reading much. Not so intentionally, but just because I didn't feel like it. So I've had a lot more time to think about my channel and my content and where I want to go with this, and I really do want to make this like really good. For a while it was kind of like, oh, this will be fun to maybe try, but now I'm a lot more excited about, like, this is my thing now. I want to do this and do it well, and put effort and time into it to make good content for you guys. So please let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to see that I haven't been doing, or that you haven't seen on AuthorTube type channels yet. I would love to make things that you guys love. So that's what I want to do here. So yeah, that's it. I'll see y'all next time and have a great day. Bye.
Psych, I'm back already. You thought you could get rid of me, didn't ya? No, but anyway, I just wanted to pop back in and say that in addition to my vlogs every week for NaNoWriMo, I'm also going to be hosting a live stream write-in every week, hopefully on Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I also have compiled a list of everybody else, at least that I know of, who is doing live write-ins during the month of November. So if you want to join in the comments, or even reach out to them and see if maybe you can join in visually on their channel, you can check all of those people out in the links below. I'll have a schedule down there of what time and day of the week they will be doing all of their live write-ins, and I'm sure there are tons more, but these are just the ones that reached out to me on the AuthorTube Facebook page and told me they were doing write-ins. So anyway, all the information that I have I will put in the links below. I believe right now the only day that isn't covered is like Tuesday, so there are live write-ins happening every day of the week for the entire month of November, except maybe Tuesdays. And I'm pretty sure Thursdays and Saturdays have like 2 or 3 people doing write-ins. So there are just like a ton of freaking write-ins next month. So super exciting. If you want to join any of those, check out the link below. Head to those lovely ladies' channels, and happy writing, I guess.